Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Casey. I'm gonna be updating you today on some of my fragrance things. I kind of I did officially start it, but I'm too disorganized to make it a consistent thing. But I guess officially started a Project Pan thing with my perfumes, and I'm kind of extending it to some of my other fragranced items just because I kind of have built up a large collection of some items. But I haven't updated you in a minute, so let's update you. Let's go. I will have as many things linked in the description below as I can, and I will have chapters, so if you literally could not care any less about a specific subtopic of this topic, you can skip ahead or something. So anywho, let's jump into it. So what is my dog doing? My dog is on the couch over there and she's just doing the most. I think she's just trying to get comfy. Little disclaimer, I know that I had determined a certain amount of items that I was going to be focused on, especially when it comes to the perfumes. I've lost the plot, okay? I've lost the plot. You'll see, was it just last month? I went on a trip, and between packing for that trip, using specific only fragranced products for the trip, coming back, reorganizing the way I have everything in my bathroom organized, I've lost the the plot on what things I'm focusing on. So right now we're just gonna kind of overview everything, because in general I just want to get use out of my collection. Yeah, so that's the disclaimer. Let's jump into it. I feel like I'm slouching. Am I slouching? I don't know. So I think we should start on what I consider the most boring of the subtopics, and that is hand creams. Here is my little supply of hand creams. There's also random other items. I have some nail care things and some little hand sanitizers, but this is where my main supply of hand creams are. So what I was focusing on, and I know this for a fact, was this product. This is a lavender hand cream that came in a gift set box thing that was all themed around lavender. You're actually going to see a product of that nature from that box later. Oh, I gotta fill up my dog's water. I just saw her bowl's empty, but she's sleeping. She's fine. We'll wait till after I'm done chatting with you. This I had at my bedside table because my intention was to apply it on my hands and my feet, because my feet are more dry than my hands. My hands don't really have a lot of issues with dryness, especially as we're moving into spring, summer, winters when that's more of an issue. But yeah, I wanted to apply this hands and feet at night because lavender is a soothing scent, so it made the most sense, and I successfully used the whole tube. So I can finally throw this away. I've been saving this to chat with you about, but I did use the whole product. It was easy to use. I enjoyed it. I don't know, there's not much to say about it, so let's just move on. And I actually lied to you in the past. I told you I was going to swap that for this whenever I ran out, because it is also lavender, so it kept that same energy of a soothing evening scent, because lavender is very associated with decreasing stress and relaxation and all that. And I do plan on using this soon in that nature, but I have some partially used hand creams in here that I wanted to focus on first. So these were the two I was deciding between. What are these? They're both from the same brand. I've gotten gift sets from this brand in the past, from in Christmas and stuff like that. And I guess that lavender one I showed you. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought these were also, I don't know where I got these. These two hand creams are my only ones that are not from that brand. I don't think I've purchased any of these on my own. I think one or both of these were from a work related gift. One of the companies I go to and work at had gift bags they were giving their employees, and the company I actually work for, because I'm a contract employee, so I have a company I work for and then they have contracts with different hospitals. So one of these I think was from one of the contract hospitals, and one of them was from I think my company, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I don't remember, I don't know, but the rest of these are all from this brand. So I have these two. So this one is called Love, and this one is called Water Flowers and Sea Salt. This one smells delightful, but I actually, yes, I couldn't remember. This is the one I've moved to my bedside table. I don't really have a reason as to why. I might have just had slightly more use that I noticed whenever I decided to pick it. Like maybe it was more used than the water flower thing. I don't remember, but I chose this one. It's been on my bedside table for a few days. What happened to my boys there? And I enjoy it. Let me see what it smells like, because Love is like really big. Does it have the ingredients? Oh my God, it literally does. Because I'm like, I don't know how to describe that to you. It is an enchanting blend of fragrant jasmine, vanilla, and blackcurrant. So that's what I've been using at night, and I've only used it a handful of times. I have not been as consistent as I'd like to be. I wanted to use it every single night, like any of these creams, but I think on average it's probably every other, maybe 2 out of every 3 nights, which is still good. But yeah, I've actually gone through quite a bit of it. It's a lot thicker than that lavender one I was using in the past, and I feel like I'm going through it a little quicker, but I'm using less product actually because I notice it's thicker and I'm going through more, but I also feel like it's more hydrating, so I feel like I don't have to use as much. But yeah, I like it. I don't feel like it's very strongly scented. I'm mostly putting it on my feet, so I mean, I can't really smell my feet by the time they're under the covers, but I mean, it's also something I'm using on my hands. I don't know. What is that? Since I know I can actually read what the scent is, I want to know what the water flower one is. Heart of water lily, lotus, and magnolia dew, complemented by fresh melon, rosewater, and musk, with a kiss of sea salt. Oh my God, that sounds delightful. No wonder I love this one. Yeah, oh my God, I love this one. So just to kind of sneak peek, once I finish Love, I will almost certainly move to this waterflower one. The other ones in my collection, you saw the 2 that were not from the brand that I already mentioned. I also have, oh, my nose is itchy. This isn't really super important, but I have roseberry, I thought it said toasted marshmallow, I can't read. Toasted vanilla chai. This might be really fun in the fall. Warm nutty goodness. Can you hear my ice maker? That's so annoying. Peach delight. Ooh, that also sounds delightful. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, I can never pronounce this. Verbena, and cream. Sure. Citrusy. Okay. So fun. Yeah, I just know I'm gonna continue using this, probably this up next, and then I'm gonna throw away that lavender one. Oh my God, let me show you the one. There's really no use in showing you, but I'll be right back. I have this hand cream in my kitchen, which I have mentioned before. I really wanted to get more use out of it, and like to any degree, because I don't use this ever at all, because I never use hand lotion when I'm in my kitchen. And then I dropped it out of the intentional project pan because it was so irritating to me that I was like staring at it. I'm like, I know I need to use it, but I don't want to use it. So I just wanted to give a little update that I've not used this a single time still. So I think at some point it has potential of moving to a location where it might be used more. I don't know. I'm even considering not even having it as a hand lotion, just using it as like a body lotion. I don't know if that would be weird with this lemon scent though, because I use lotion after I'm in the shower. Yeah, that might be weird. Oh my God, speaking of weird, hold on, I'm gonna mess up my whole camera just to show you my dog. Kyla? Oh, baby. You're a good girl. Did that ruin everything? Probably. Sorry about that, but I had to show you, and I'm sure you're glad for it. So let's move on past the hand lotions, hand creams. Oh, I don't know if I even finished my thought about this though. I do maybe think I'll use this as like an after shower body lotion. It just depends. I'll have to try it once to see if the smell like irritates me, because I'm very scent sensitive. I did not give that disclaimer at the beginning, but that is definitely something to keep in mind. I've been very scent sensitive my whole life, and I'm just kind of more recently getting interested in fragrance, but I'm scared, which you'll actually see more in the next little section here. So yeah, I don't really know. Just wanted to shout this out because I have no idea what I'm doing with this yet. It's possible. Okay, I just had to put my stash over here because it didn't fit where I had things over here. You don't care. Let's talk about candles. I don't know if I really touched on this last time, but I am trying to work through my existing candle collection, and I have an interesting update for you. So I guess that we'll do that first. this is the interesting update. So for a little bit of context, with my scent sensitivity, did I say that like a normal person? Scent sensitivity, the thing that I've been the most wary of is anything very sweet or floral. Like those things seem to set me off more than other scents. Like it makes me nauseous. I don't know, like I can't handle it. But I was kind of in the mood for sweeter scents recently, and I'm like, what is this about? So I decided I would test it out with this here candle. So this was in a set which is not sold anymore, so I won't be able to link this, but I'll be able to link this brand. I think I got this at Costco, and I think this is my last one in the set. Oh, that's actually so sad because I've loved this set. So this is toasted vanilla, and it is raw sugar, cream, and vanilla bean, which I was scared of because that is a sweet thing, you know? But I was using it and I was like, wait, I don't like hate this. So I was like, okay, let's keep this going. Let's keep going. And then I ended up using this whole thing. Like literally, was it just last night? No, I think it was technically 2 nights ago, but I didn't notice until last night that I can't even light this anymore. It's completely used up. And I was actually a little sad about it because this was really a fun one. So I might be more open to sweet scents now. So to replace that, because I have a candle that I have in my living room and I light it almost every night as I'm like chilling out, watching TV or reading, usually reading, obviously. So last night when I was trying to light that candle, I was like, it's not lighting, I need to replace it. So I always have something going. This was actually in my bedroom, and this was, again, something I'm not gonna be able to link, but it was something that someone I used to work with at one of my contracts, she was making her own candles and she would like bring them into work, and you know, it was really fun. Like you could like request whatever scents you wanted, and like I got to smell them all and decide which ones sounded fun. And this is the only one I think I have from that, but it is a sea salt and sage. And I actually have this in the bedroom, which is silly because I never light candles in my bedroom. I don't know, like I always have like it sounds like it would be fun, but I never do it, you know? So it's kind of burning weird. I'll show you. Like it's kind of looking odd. And I remember the other candle I had from her was also weird, and like it had some weird, like, I'm using the word weird a lot, but like there was some sort of buildup of like wax or something on the, I don't know, candle lingo, whatever the thing you light is, the wick. That's the word. Like I couldn't light it even though there was plenty of candle left in the last one, but this one's burning just fine and it smells pretty good. Like sea salt and sage, like that's a good smell. I think it might have even been one that I saw in like I don't know. I don't remember if I specifically requested this myself or not, but it's like burning in a weird way. I don't know. So to be continued, I'm gonna use this up. This is the new living room candle. It's a lot smaller than that big old thing. Like, let me show you the difference. Like, this one I intend to use pretty quickly, I guess then. But wait, there's more. Behind me we have kind of some dishevelment because usually this is on the bookshelf. This is Sangria Sunset. Oh my gosh, it says bougie parfum. No, I think that's just a different language. So, this might be up next, to be honest. It smells nice and fruity. This is a very pretty bottle. I think I got this as a gift. I'll link it if I can. I have no idea, but let me put it back where it goes. Okay. Now I will show you 2 lavender candles. This one, let me throw it, is actually from that same set that the hand cream was. So it's just an itsy bitsy candle. This would even make more sense in the bedroom because it's itsy bitsy. I have no idea why I think small candles are supposed to go in the bedroom. I don't know where I'm getting that, but little lavender one. And then this one's goofy looking. But let me explain. There was this like, in the grocery store I go to shop for food, Kroger, they had this little stand of like Easter items that were discounted because Easter was over. And for some reason this was on it. So it was like 75% off and it was like super cheap. And even though it looks obnoxious and silly, I was like, I like candles. So I grabbed one and I brought it home. And I don't know what I would use this glass as, like to repurpose. So any ideas, let me know. I mean, maybe it'd even be cute to drink out of. I'm not really sure. But that's what we're dealing with. Then I have these 2 that were from I wanted to say Barnes & Noble, and it's not from Barnes & Noble, it's from Bath & Body Works. These two. So this one is drenched linen, which is clean linen, crisp apple, soft musk. And it does smell really nice. It just smells very clean. And it looks like I've actually used it once, apparently. Yeah, it literally smells like laundry. So this one, probably very easy scent. I don't know what else to say about that. And this one is Cactus Blossom. This is cactus flower petals. I'm losing the ability to speak English. Petals, fresh citrus, and vanilla coconut. What time is it? Okay, I have to be somewhere in the next hour, so I was just hoping I didn't lose track of time. Yeah, this smells very fruity sweet. I think that vanilla is really coming through, and like flower petals, I guess, because it's slightly leaning on that floral side. But I do think I'll enjoy this one. And I actually thought that I was gonna pick this next for my living room candle, but then I ended up switching over to that one from the person at work. So this is probably up next. Okay, I think I have 3 more candles. This one is from a little set that I feel like, where did the rest of them go? Like, I swear there used to be like 6 different candles, but they were all this size. So maybe I did genuinely use them all. But this one I've been very eagerly anticipating. Coconut Beach. I do love a coconut beachy scent like so much. So I will be obsessed with this when I use it, but I'm trying to hold off until it's like more like that type of weather, you know? So this is my last, apparently, Yankee candle. Like, I know there was a Pink Sands one. There was something with like, it was a green one, like sage or something. I don't know. I got this in a set and I'm pretty sure I loved all of them, and I know I'm gonna love this one. So I think this is my most recent gift. My future parents-in-law, is that correct verbiage? I don't know. My fiance's parents, his dad used to work for Hallmark. He's now retired. So this is a Hallmark candle. So I don't know if they like got this forever ago on like a discount or something with their employee situation, or if they went and they bought this, but I got this last Christmas, and it was so funny because even as they were like, it was actually something that was forgotten in the Christmas gift exchange, and I think his mom was like, oh my gosh, I forgot something, let me go get it. And as she was upstairs and starting to come down the stairs, like it was all wrapped and everything, but I'm like, I know that there's a candle in there. I could smell it. It was so strong. It is a cinnamon one. So it's cinnamon and chai. Whoa. I will like this. I do like this type of scent. It's just very fall coated for me, so I'm not going to be able to use it until like September at the earliest. And it's actually, this is a random little side tangent, but Dan, my fiance, he's like lost his sense of smell, and I think it was from one of the times he had COVID recently, but he swears that he likes fruity scents, and like apple is his favorite. And this isn't like strictly apple, but it's very apple adjacent with the cinnamon. It's giving apple. But like, I think I even went and got like a wall plug-in or a specific candle or something, and I was so excited for him to like notice that it was apple, and he straight up couldn't smell it. But it's goofy because sometimes it feels like he has selective smell, like he will know if there's something he doesn't like in the area, which it's usually like food related. So that's kind of fair, but like whenever I boil eggs, he's like, oh, it's stinky in here. But like they're in water, like you can't really smell, like I can smell them, but I'm scent sensitive. But apparently he really picks that out. And there was a specific wall plug-in that was like lilac that I was testing out because I was like, this feels like the right time to use this, but I was scared of it and I don't really like it. But then he actually noticed it a few times, and he came home and he's like, I don't like how it smells in here. So he has very selective spelling ability, but he might like this, and I swear it's so strong. He's got to notice it when we end up bringing it out, but it's not gonna be for a while. Whoa. So I mentioned I'm wary of sweet scents. That one that I used up is vanilla, right? Toasted vanilla. I think I really discovered how much I hate sweet smells with this, which was also a gift from those future in-laws, funny enough. I do love candles. They know this, and I've actually given this a good trial so far. It's vanilla butter. It smells like sickeningly sweet to me right now, but I am curious if it's something I would end up enjoying now that I've kind of dipped my toes into some of the sweeter scents. So to be determined, but for now I've kind of actually had this exiled in our second bedroom that we don't use. So it's like I'm sabotaging any future guests. They get to use the candle I hate. But yeah, I might trial this again once I'm done with one or two of these smaller candles. Can you hear my laundry machine? Okay. All right. Now to the best part. Hold on. Okay, I had to just make sure I was still recording, in fact. Let's do some bad news first. Some bad news. I have a new acquisition. I've made a new purchase. This was unauthorized. I was not supposed to be making purchases. So oops. But I was, again, no, it wasn't Kroger. It was a different store. I always forget. It starts with an M. It's not Menards. Save big money at Menards. What the heck is it called? It doesn't actually matter. But this was on some sort of discount thing. I really hate how the sticker is not centered. It makes me very angry. But it is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana's light blue, which I don't own that, and I don't have a very clear memory of what that smells like, but I remember thinking like that's what I want to buy. Now, I don't know if this actually does smell like light blue to me. I've used it a couple of times. First of all, it doesn't really stick on my, like it doesn't, I don't notice it on my skin. I've only used it twice though, so to be determined, but I also don't know if I love it. Like, I'm very sad. I don't know if I actually don't like light blue or if this is not actually, in fact, like light blue, which is my suspicion, to be honest. It smells okay. I do think it'll be a nice, like, everyday summery scent, so I'm not, like, getting rid of it, but I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. So that's the bad news. I got a new thing. I wasn't supposed to get a new thing. Next up, let's chat about my fiance's scented items, actually, because I stole them. Okay, I stole his scented products and they were mine because he doesn't use them, and they're more like unisex, and like I like the smell of them. Fun story about one of them, which we'll talk about, but I have, how do I hold these all? I have these three. So let's talk about Stetson Black first. I've literally not used this a single time ever because it doesn't have a spray and I don't know how to use it. It's an aftershave, so it just has like this like opening, and like I think you just like apply it aftershave, you know, but it's like a lavender thing, so I know I enjoyed the idea of it. Let me see if I can smell it. Last time I opened it I was like, does this smell like lavender? It doesn't smell like lavender. Okay, I don't know if I like it anymore. I think I might return it to him. I did recently give him back one of the things that I stole from him that I ended up hating. Oh yeah, it was like Kenneth Cole blue, and I just like didn't like it. So I'm gonna give him this back too. It might be fine, but I don't think it aligns with what I'm leaning towards anymore, and I also literally don't know how to use it, and I've not used it a single time. So it's going back to him, but he'll probably never use it either, so we should probably just throw it away. But I'm getting this out of my collection. That's fun. Oh my gosh, we're decluttering. Oh, hello, sorry. So let's talk about these other two. Nautica, I think it's also called blue. Why is everything blue? Blue. I don't think I've used this a single time since I last chatted with you. It was not something I was trying to use, but I should give it a go here in a bit and see if it's something I also want to return. Maybe I hate all of these things again. Like maybe I'm not into the unisex scents that are actually his scents. Like maybe I don't like that. I'm not sure, but I'm like overstimulated scent-wise right now, so I actually can't smell this right now, but I should give it a go again and see what I think about it. I don't remember what it smells like. I should put the scent notes because I know I've saved them somewhere on the screen. I don't remember that it was very complex, but like, I don't remember. So this one's on the chopping block. We're gonna like see if we want to keep this. Now the funny one is this one, Chrome. So you can see there's a little mark here. I did mark it last time I checked in with you so we could kind of measure my usage. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything at all. It doesn't really look like I made much progress. Hello, I can't hold it steady. Which, okay, honestly, I didn't make much progress, so I'm probably not gonna have any close-ups on this right now. But I did use this a handful of times, and I actually genuinely like this. Like, it is definitely a male fragrance, but I genuinely like it. It's pretty complex with its notes. Like, I remember there were a lot of different notes within the fragrance, and the funny story I have is I realized that my future father-in-law, actually this is his daily like scent. So whenever we were with them recently, within the last like 2 years, a year, I don't know, I saw that this was in his toiletry bag and I was like, oh my God, we have the same scent. It's like funny, but I actually genuinely like this. I use this somewhat regularly. I mean, I haven't made a lot of progress lately because I'm working with so many items right now, but I know I don't want to get rid of this quite yet. Oh no, she's looking for the water. Okay, I need to go and fill up her water bowl. Can you hear her drinking? I saved the day, don't worry. Should I wait till she's done? You don't care, do you? I don't care. I don't think I've mentioned this in recent videos, but I did somewhat more recently pick it up, like in the last couple of months. And I picked it up at like a TJ Maxx or something because it's inspired by Jazz Club, which is one of the ones I love from Maison Margiela's replica line. Unfortunately, I feel like this was leaking and that's why it was on like a clearance. It smells wonderful, but like, I feel like every time I touch this bottle, I just smell like this all day, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I like how this smells. I actually did use this recently when like I was gonna go out to dinner with Dan, but like it's not very seasonal for this time of year, so it's not gonna get touched a lot, but I actually do enjoy this. And I would be interested to get more things from this like inspired by line, if they have other things that are inspired by items I like. Because it was quite affordable and I genuinely, whenever I've used it, I really do like it. So it has like pink pepper, neroli, lemon on the top. The middle is rum, sage, vetiver, which I think I really like vetiver. I also really think I like pink pepper. I don't know. And then the base is tobacco leaf, vanilla bean, and I can't pronounce the last thing. Styrax? Don't know. But yeah, I actually really like this. I just am not using it that much right now, like this time of year. I guess this is more bad news. I'm not like shocked by this, but I picked this up on a whim. It was also, I think, at TJ Maxx and like pretty heavily discounted. It's the green tea spray from Elizabeth Arden. It don't smell like anything. Like, I don't get what the point is. So I've used this a few times. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. So maybe I should re-gift this to someone else because like this is a big bottle. I think Elizabeth Arden is one that my mom likes some things from. So maybe this could be a gift for her, like a re-gift. Maybe she would like it. Maybe she wouldn't like it though. I don't know. I can offer. So yeah, I think I might actually declutter this as well because I just like don't care about this. It feels like a waste of like effort to spray it on myself because it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell like anything to me. This is my favorite, the Maison Margiela replica line. This is Sailing Day, and actually the mark I made last time is rubbing off, but it's basically at the same level, okay? It's basically the same. I've not used it a ton, but I have used it a few times. It just smells so wonderful. My air is kicking on, I'm so sorry. But it just smells like magic to me. I just think it's wonderful. So not a lot of progress made on here, but just wanted to check in that I have in fact used it a few times. It just isn't, we're not moving through it very quickly, which is fine because I'll be devastated when it's out, even though I can very easily just go and repurchase it. So it's actually not that big of a deal, but anyway. I think I've mentioned these in the past. These are my last two little sample sizes from that Maison Margiela replica line. They had a memory box sample kit, and that is kind of what my first step into like buying my own fragrances and figuring out what I like was. These are my last two things left. One of them is Beach Walk, which, spoiler, this isn't the last you'll see of Beach Walk. I love this scent so much. It's very seasonal for like summer. So I actually freaking love this, and this will go away quickly once I feel like it's an appropriate time of year to use it. And then this last one is By the Fireplace. And that's what it smells like, because that's kind of the point of these scents. Like they smell like a moment in time or like a environment by the fireplace. It smells like a fireplace. It's wonderful. But also like not super seasonal right now. Like it kind of goes hand in hand for me with Jazz Club, which is that one that I have a inspired by Jazz Club thing. So it just feels like not the time of year for it, but I do really like this one. Let's chat about these. This is my Clean Reserve. It had a name. It was like a sample kit as well. They're little sprays. So we have Rain, Skin, Sparkling Sugar, and Radiant Nectar. And I actually have a mark on all of them. And I've actually made decent progress on all of them since last time I showed you. Oh my God. So in this view, you're not gonna know which one's which, but you can see they've all been used since being marked. So that's exciting. So actually, I'll go ahead and tell you. This one on the very, well, it's gonna be your right? I don't know. This one is Rain. This one is Skin, which I think was still like unused at the time that I added it. So this marking was actually like it being full, but I've kind of found myself drawn to it and I've used it, I mean, a decent amount since adding it. And then this one is Sparkling Sugar. I actually just used this today. And then this one's Radiant Nectar. So all of them have been worked through. I'll be excited to see how quickly I can like finish any of them. But I'm not really gonna put too much pressure. Like I do really want to get Rain out of my collection because I'm like hesitating to repurchase a replica scent when the rain stops because I love that smell. But I feel like even though it doesn't actually smell that similar to this to me, I just feel like I can't double dip in like that same like genre, you know, like Rain when the rain stops. I feel like I can't do that. So I want to use this up most urgently because it is holding me back from buying something. But I mean, I kind of enjoy them all somewhat equally. Like I'm in different moods for different scents day to day. I've not been in much of a Radiant Nectar mood because it's kind of like pear-esque. I don't know. But I've still used it. Like it's not going neglected. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of enjoy all of them. Okay, here's our last bit and then we will get out of here, okay? So this, I need to actually trial run this again. This is Ellis Brooklyn's Salt. I picked this up before a like beach trip in like February because I was really fixated on wanting something beachy to wear and like create a scent memory. And first of all, I did not use fragrance enough on that trip to create a scent memory. But second of all, I don't know, once I actually got this, I hated it. There was something, I think I discovered I don't like white floral, and that was like really coming through with the scent. So I ended up like not even using it. I'm actually very interested in some of the other Ellis Brooklyn scents, so I'm kind of disappointed that this is the one I ended up picking up, but I do think I want to give it another shot before decluttering it because I don't know, I was so drawn to it at first, but then I ended up hating it, and I just want to know, like, was it a mood I was in? Was I like, it just didn't end up being what I expected, or do I actually hate it? I'm not sure. So I do want to give it another go. Yeah, so you're not gonna be able to see much, but it's basically unused. Like I've literally tried it once and I was like, ew. So that's that on that. Then I've got Beach Walk. Told you it's not the last you see of it. I don't know why I bought this without finishing the other thing, because I'm silly. I ended up bringing this to a trip. I forget which one, probably both. That February one, and then I had one in April. I love this scent, oh my God. It's so good. I almost wonder if I could empty that smaller bottle into here, but that feels like it's gonna be too tedious and I'm gonna spill stuff and everything's gonna smell like Beach Walk, which would be lovely and delightful, but messy. So I love this one. I'm not gonna intentionally be working through this, and also I don't expect to really touch this until, oh my God, we're already in May. I forgot we were in May. Maybe this month is when I start wearing it. I don't know, whenever it feels like more summery outside. Okay, the air finally kicked off, so you can hear me again. The last one, I've been obsessed with this lately. This was one of the first scents I bought alongside that memory box thing. It is Replicas from the Garden, and it smells like tomato leaves. And it's so fun. So this was something I was very drawn to because it was described to me as a very earthy scent and very unisex. And like I said, whenever I was discovering I like fragrances, I was kind of first exploring those unisex scents, my fiance's collection. And I don't know, there was something so intriguing about this to me. So I went ahead and bought a travel size because I wasn't like dedicated and I wasn't gonna spend like whatever a full size bottle cost at that time. And it is a very specific scent. Like you've seen, it's one of the first things I bought, and I've not made a ton of progress, but I do really, really, really love it. I just don't feel like I can use it every day. Like I feel like I have to be in a certain mood. It feels like it has to be certain weather, or I have to have certain plans. Like I can't wear this to the hospital. That's not gonna make any sense. But this is the time of year, and I keep thinking about this scent like every single day when I'm thinking, what am I gonna put on today? I always think about this, but it is very strong. And it is kind of perfumey in a way, but it also is very much like that earthy tomato leaf scent. Like we're in a garden, literally. It's so fun. But it's just like so strong and like pungent. Is that a bad word? Because I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's like, I just feel like I can't get away with this on an everyday basis. So I do hope to get a lot more use of this in the next few months, but I won't be super surprised if I don't, because it is such a specific scent, but I do love it. I find it so fun, and I literally think about wearing it every day now. It is very much this time of year with gardening, like things are growing, people are in their gardens, so like it is kind of fitting the vibes right now. I hope I get to use it. I love this scent. That's everything. Do you feel like we were talking for a million years? Because I feel like we were talking for a million years. Yeah, okay. Well, that's that on that. Let me know any of your thoughts. Let me know tips, tricks, questions, concerns. I don't know. But I would love to hear from you. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'll try to keep you more regularly updated on some of these fragrance items. I'll try to like narrow down what the heck I'm doing, because I know we literally just talked about all of the things today, but like I feel like I lost the plot so much that I just had to like, let's start from scratch. Here's what is going on. Oh, I guess I should I was about to sign off, but hello. What do we want to focus on now? Sorry, I should have brought this up before. So in terms of what I'm focusing on Project Pan style, we definitely did make a plan for the hand creams. I have one I'm working on now. I have like 1 or 2 lined up that I want to work through. I know my plan for them, etc. For the candles, I mean, I'm just going to continue working through those. I kind of gave you a game plan. Like I have that sea salt and sage one I'm working on right now. And then I have 2 more like seasonally appropriate ones that I'm probably going to do next, between that like coconut one from Yankee Candle, but like that cactus flower thingamajig from Bath and Body Works. Probably the cactus flower one first, because I want to save that coconutty one for like summer. But that's kind of the plan there. I'm not like in a rush to go through these items. I don't know. That's just kind of the game plan. Now for the fragrances, we actually got rid of 2, which is delightful. That's wonderful. I love that for me. I think what we're gonna focus on is I'm gonna try this out and have like conclusive thoughts next time we chat, which will be within the next month. I have no idea. I'm gonna have conclusive thoughts on this. I expect I'm not gonna be obsessed with it, but I don't know if I'm gonna like dislike it like I liked the Kenneth Cole one, or if I'm gonna be like, oh, it's fine, I'll keep it in my collection for now. I'm not sure. So I hope to have more thoughts on this. I hope to have used this up by next time I chat with you. If I don't, it's probably because I checked in with you sooner than I expected to, because this will be very easy to work through, but it's very summery and I don't know that I'm gonna like be in a summery mood yet, you know? Oh, I forgot, this is also on the chopping block. Okay, wait. So I have these 2 on the chopping block. I need to give these 2 a little trial run. I need to figure out what my thoughts are. If I want to get rid of them, give this one back to Dan, give this to somebody, re-gift them in that way, or get rid of them, whatever. Like I need to make some plans for these 2. So these 2 I do need to set to the side to think about what the heck we're doing. And then like I told you, I want to use up that little beach walk. And then I want to keep consistently using these Clean Reserve ones, but specifically Rain, because like I told you, I want to get the replica one, the When the Rain Stops. So I would love to have used this up. This one is the one I'm really hoping to focus on, but it's also not like urgent. So I kind of just want to see where we are with all of the clean ones next time. I might remark them just so we can kind of track it. That might be fun. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So next time I see you with these, I will have new little Sharpie marks on all of them so we can see kind of the rate at which we are using them. And that's kind of it, because like the other things, like none of it's that serious right now. Like, yeah, I guess I'd like to see, maybe this is chopping block-esque. I don't know. Okay, you kind of already know the game plan. We want to work through those specific things. We have 2 fragrances on the chopping block, and then like some intended things that we hope to use up or focus on, but I'll probably end up checking in with you about all of my fragrances. Hopefully I don't have any new ones. Yeah, that's that on that. Okay, toodles, I will see you later. Bye.